On this episode of Talking with Tori, we have somebody who is quite concerned with being perceived as a crazy girl. Today on the vlog, we talk about being a mindful listener and the behaviors to have and the advice that I'm personally going to give um, on how to kind of deal with feeling like the crazy girl. With that being said, I'm such a huge blog reader, and I've got a couple of blogs that I read. One of them is the Insight Timer, and that blog kind of just basically explains how to be like a mindful listener and how our perception of the situations that like we live in and every day will really help us, and how we basically have to acknowledge that all of our perceptions in life are going to be different from those around us, and we have to be mature enough to respect other people's perception, um, and kind of just move on and recognize that we're going to be different from others and think different from others and act different from others. And that I feel like perception kind of goes hand in hand with mindful listening. Um, when somebody's telling us about their perception or disclosing personal information when trying to get to know somebody, we really have to be able to sit there and like dial in and really understand and listen to what they're saying, and just be able to be like, yeah, like I love this about you because this is you. And that kind of goes with just having a perception and being human. And another blog post that I really enjoy to read is called The Finer Connections. And that one is basically just saying how we really need to be conscious of the behavior that we are having and living in the life relationship. Um, and with these questions that I was asked about being the crazy girl, I think that she's doing everything that she can. You know, she's being straight up front, and she is kind of just saying, like, hey, like, I really don't want to play these high school games. Like, basically, are you in and or are you out? I don't think that she's like done anything to act crazy. I don't think their work relationship is inappropriate, given that they work in two separate buildings. And so that was kind of just like something that maybe you could read off of. Um, and I think it's kind of fair to say that, you know, everybody's going to behave differently. Um, and I think that, you know, being upfront and self disclosing some important information is really vital in a relationship, and especially this one, you know. I mean, you just want to see the poor man. Like, is that really such a big deal? And the fact that he's being invasive is kind of putting off some reservations. And you know, you're like questioning yourself, like, hey, like, why is somebody being so like kind of closed off to meeting me and like seeing me face to face and everything. And so basically what I would do and kind of what I would take from this is, don't ever discount your feelings. Don't ever think that you are being crazy because you are acting what feels normal and just to you. Um, and kind of like make your feelings known in an appropriate way, and you know, make your voice heard. Don't be rude, don't be disrespectful. You know, keep your morals, keep your values, keep your standards, but just let him know. Say, like, hey, I'm not willing to sit here and play these high school games. And so the ball is in your court. I've done everything I can, I've made all the passes that I can make. So it is your chance to shoot your shot if you want it or not, and kind of just leave it on him and see what he does. So I hope everything goes well, and I can't wait to hear all about it. And that is all for today. See you next time on the Tori vlog. Bye, guys.